The Apostle John is on the island of Patmos, and he has this vision of a frightening beast coming out of the sea. Who or what is this beast of Revelation? There are various theories and interpretations as to who this monstrous beast is. One religious organization believes that this beast represents a worldwide political system. Some say it's the Roman Emperor Nero, and there are those who maintain that the beast is the United States. What does the Bible say? Please turn to the book of Revelation, chapter 13, and start reading verse 1. Then I stood on the sand of the sea, and I saw a beast rising up out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and on his horns 10 crowns, and on his heads a blasphemous name. Now the beast which I saw was like a leopard. His feet were like the feet of a bear, and his mouth like the mouth of a lion. The dragon gave him his power, his throne, and great authority. In his vision, John sees only one beast, a composite, or a combination of the prophet Daniel's vision of 4 great beasts symbolizing 4 world-ruling empires. The first, like unto a lion, symbolizes the glory and splendor of Nebuchadnezzar's Babylon. Next, like unto a bear, symbolizing the mammoth size of the Persian Empire. The third, like unto a leopard, picturing the swiftness and brutality of Alexander the Great's Greco-Macedonian Empire, which, upon his death, was divided by 4 of his generals, Cassander, Ptolemy, Antigonus, and Seleucus. The fourth was the Roman Empire of 31 BC to 476 AD, the strongest, most formidable, most terrible of all these world-ruling empires. And this Roman Empire absorbed all of the territory of the other 3. Thus, John saw this beast having 7 heads. If you continue reading verse 2, it says the dragon gave him his power, his throne, and great authority. Revelation chapter 12 and verse 9 identifies this dragon as Satan the devil. So Satan confers upon or delegates his power, his throne, and great authority to this beast, the Roman Empire of John's time. Verse 3, Revelation 13. And I saw one of his heads, as if it had been mortally wounded, and his deadly wound was healed, and all the world marveled and followed the beast. The mighty Roman Empire suffered a deadly wound. In 476 AD, wave after wave of Germanic invaders swooped down on the city. Rome fell. Then, in 554 AD, Justinian, emperor of the Eastern Roman Empire at Constantinople, the city of Istanbul in Turkey today, recaptured the entire Italian peninsula. And his deadly wound was healed, and all the world wondered after the beast. The Roman Empire, east and west, was revived under Justinian's rule. The deadly wound of 476 AD was healed. History memorializes it as the imperial restoration. Now then, John sees this beast having 10 horns, and upon its horns 10 crowns. The first 3 horns typified the 3 Germanic tribes that invaded Rome: the Vandals, the Heruli, and the Ostrogoths, and brought about its downfall. The next 6 horns describe the 6 revivals of the Roman Empire, beginning with Justinian's imperial restoration, followed by Charlemagne's Frankish kingdom, the German rule of Otto the Great, then the Habsburg dynasty of Charles V, Napoleon's French kingdom, and Garibaldi's Italy, culminating in Mussolini's fascist rule. The seventh and last horn, completing the 10, is the final revival of the Roman Empire, which is prophesied to appear in our time today. Notice 2 Timothy chapter 3. This is where we are now, today. Verse 1, 2 Timothy chapter 3. But know this, that in the last days perilous times will come. For men will be lovers of themselves, lovers of money, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, unloving, unforgiving, slanderers, without self-control, brutal, despisers of good, traitors, headstrong, haughty, lovers of pleasure rather than lovers of God, having a form of godliness, but denying its power, and from such people turn away. This characterizes the society we are in today. We have reached the time just before the emergence of the beast, the seventh and final revival of the Roman Empire, a powerful coalition, a political, economic, and military powerhouse, made up of 10 European nations under one leader. This union will be the instrument, the agent by which Satan, with great wrath and unbridled ferocity, will seek to persecute and destroy God's people. But it will last only a short time. These tumultuous, troubling events prophesied in the Bible lie just ahead. But beyond the chaos and the upheaval, as we draw closer to the end of this civilization, there is good news. In fact, it is the best news ever. God will intervene for the sake of His chosen people and send Jesus Christ back to the earth. The return of Jesus Christ marks a pivotal point in all of human history. Satan will be restrained, bound in chains and shut up, incapacitated. The beast, together with his ally, the man of sin, will be cast into the lake of fire and destroyed. Turn to Revelation 17, verse 14. These shall make war with the Lamb, that's Jesus Christ, and the Lamb will overcome them, for He is Lord of lords and King of kings, and those that are with Him are called, chosen, and faithful. Jesus Christ will subdue all nations and establish His rule as King of kings and Lord of lords over all the earth. At last, the government of God will be restored on the earth, and it will usher in that millennium, Christ's 1,000-year rule of true and lasting peace, overflowing abundance, and real happiness for all of mankind. It's going to happen. We have God's ironclad guarantee of that coming wonderful world tomorrow right here on the earth. And it won't be long now. This is Ross Abasolo with the Constant Church of God.